So on the information superhighway today on www.twitter.com, Mike Rupp tweeted this: I don't know if I've ever seen a team with a goal differential of plus 35 range miss the playoffs. Crazy. The Rangers, look at this. They're out of playoff position right now, yet they are a plus 35. This is truly historic, Rupper. When you first came upon this, what was your first thought?
Well, for me, everybody's got their measurements of teams, right? You got the eye test, you've got all the analytics, and one of the things I really like, especially now when we have the shootout and the 3-on-3 overtime, and I love them. I like watching it. I mean, 3-on-3 overtime is really entertaining. But with that being said, there's two measurements for me that after you've got to get past like a 30-game mark in a season, but there's goal differential, it means something, and regulation wins. And there's a lot of teams in recent years that have had, I think it's smoke and mirrors when you're a team that's at the top and you can't win in regulations and you need to rely on overtime or you need to rely on a shootout. That to me, it shows that you can't get it done in 60 minutes or in 5-on-5 hockey. And 5-on-5 hockey is the game. That's the playoffs. So this Rangers team, by no means am I insinuating that they're a better team than Washington, Pittsburgh, the Islanders, or even Boston. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I've never seen a team with some of these metrics that I like to go off of. It's not just good. It's great.
Yes.
And there's a good chance they don't make the playoffs. I mean, we know they're not dead yet. They're not done yet. They've got a nice push ahead here, but I think this is just a very good glimpse of the future of this Rangers team. And I know half the people watching right now, because I've been on my phone battling and putting out these fires all day as far as battling, well, they had those blowouts against the Flyers. Well, the other teams in the division played the Flyers too. And the Washington Capitals, if you want to talk about it, the Washington Capitals, go back and see how many times they blown. I think they had an 8-0 win against the Buffalo Sabres. They demolished the New Jersey Devils a couple. Everybody has blowouts in the course of a season, for and against, okay? I'm not paying attention to that. When you're looking every year, and I'll kick it over to you, Billy, because this gets me fired up. Every year when you look at the playoffs, it's pretty clear. And at NHL.com, you go look at the standings. Plus goal differential is labeled in green. Minus is in red. Almost every year and throughout the year after you get past 25, 30 games, green is all playoff teams, red is all non-playoff teams. You look at it this year, and it still could play out that way. If St. Louis is, I think, that one team that's a minus, it could potentially get in. But if they get in the way they played tonight, they might be in the plus by that time. The Rangers are that one that might be on the outside, and it's not +7. Which would be a rarity that a +7 team doesn't make playoffs. They're plus 35.
Incredible.
So, I mean, they're doing a great job of keeping the puck out of their net as well. I'll tell you what, I'll leave it with this. The last thing, if they don't make the playoffs now, this will be the last time the New York Rangers don't make the playoffs in the next 7 years. They will make 7 straight years of the playoffs, I guarantee it.
Those 16 wins that we saw on the board by 3+ goals, when they've had a chance, they've throttled teams. They've had some injuries that cost them Panarin leaving for personal reasons.
9 games.
Zibanejad with COVID, and Shesterkin being hurt them. And they got a 4-9-6 record, 4-15 in 1-goal games, a winning percentage of .211. Yeah. That's not going to cut it. So they've been bad in 1-goal games, but they still have a chance. So you look at their schedule, what's happening down the road. You have 2 games coming up against the New York Islanders. You win both those games, you're 1 point back of the New York Islanders. Then you finish up with Boston with 2 games against Boston. There's a chance, if you can get there, if you win both games against the Islanders, you have the Capitals in between. It's a very tough schedule. But there's a chance, the way this team's been playing, that they can get there. The head-to-head games with the Islanders and the Rangers, 4-2-0, 2-3-1. And just talking around that Rangers organization, they just basically tell those guys to go out and play. Just go freewheel it and have fun. And if we make mistakes, that's fine. And Shesterkin and Georgiev finding their groove has been important. Their goaltending has been better, and it's picked them up at a pace. And their superstars, Zibanejad and Panarin, they're up there with the best superstars in the game. And Adam Fox has a chance to win the Norris Trophy, plus 35 goal differential. Incredibly tough to miss the playoffs with that kind of success, but it's not done yet.
No.
It's not done yet.
There's 2 teams in striking distance. It's going to be tough for them.
It's going to be tough, but what a comeback if they're able to do this. And with that star power,
yeah,
I wouldn't count them out.
The tiebreaker is regulation wins. They've got 23 regulation wins. Both the Islanders and Bruins both have 21. The Rangers have a tiebreaker.
Wow.
So, I mean, buckle up. It's going to be a fun couple weeks here to end the season.
This Ranger-Islander rivalry?
So good. So good.
It starts tomorrow.